The comfort trap. How easy living is quietly breaking your mind. Life has never been this easy. Food shows up without effort. Rooms stay perfectly warm or cool. Directions guide every turn. Entertainment never runs out. By every metric, this should be the calmest generation in history. And yet, stress feels constant. Anxiety feels heavier. Burnout feels normal. Small inconveniences feel overwhelming. So here's the uncomfortable idea no one talks about. What if comfort isn't reducing stress, but reshaping how your brain handles it? Your body was designed for resistance. Human biology wasn't built for smooth living. It evolved around effort, uncertainty, and delayed rewards. Movement wasn't optional. Temperature changed. Problems couldn't be skipped. Stress wasn't an emergency state. It was a daily signal that trained the system. Now compare that to modern life. You wake up in a controlled environment. You move with assistance. You solve problems instantly. You avoid discomfort by default. From a comfort perspective, that's progress. From a biological perspective, it's confusion. Systems that never get challenged don't stay strong. They weaken. When stress tolerance shrinks. Think of stress tolerance like physical conditioning. If you never lift weight, light objects feel heavy. If you never run, stairs feel exhausting. Your nervous system works the same way. When your environment removes resistance, your tolerance recalibrates downward. That's why tiny frustrations now trigger big emotional reactions. Slow internet feels unbearable. Traffic feels personal. Minor delays feel like crises. Not because you're fragile, but because your system hasn't been trained to absorb pressure. Comfort didn't calm your nervous system. It softened it. The loss of everyday resilience. Training. Older lifestyles had constant, low-level challenges built in. Walking instead of tapping. Waiting instead of streaming. Repairing instead of replacing. Remembering instead of searching. None of that felt like self-improvement, but it was. Those small frictions strengthened patience, focus, and emotional control. Modern convenience removes those friction points. Your brain delegates effort to systems. Navigation replaces awareness. Automation replaces attention. Instant access replaces tolerance. The workload didn't disappear. It moved, and your resilience didn't come with it. The comfort feedback loop. Here's where it gets dangerous. Convenience lowers tolerance. Lower tolerance increases perceived stress. Higher stress increases the desire for more convenience, so you automate more, buffer more, avoid more, which lowers tolerance again. Comfort becomes a coping mechanism instead of a support system, like wearing protective gear all the time, then panicking when it's gone. Why easy living still feels mentally heavy. Convenience doesn't simplify life. It multiplies options. One show becomes infinite choices. One meal becomes hundreds. One decision becomes dozens. Physical effort decreased. Mental workload exploded. Your brain is making more decisions than ever, with less emotional conditioning to handle them. That imbalance creates fatigue. Not because life is hard, but because your system isn't trained for this type of load. Control without adaptability. Modern life gives you dashboards for everything. Health data, sleep metrics, productivity tracking, financial summaries. But control isn't the same as capability. Seeing information doesn't mean you can handle disruption. Power outage, panic. Internet down, paralysis, system failure, stress spike. Life became easier to manage, but harder to endure when it breaks. That's not strength. That's fragility disguised as efficiency. Rebuilding strength through intentional friction. The solution isn't rejecting technology. It's reintroducing challenge deliberately. Small, chosen discomforts rebuild tolerance. Walk short distances without distractions. Expose yourself briefly to temperature changes. Do simple tasks manually. Delay easy rewards. Solve small problems without outsourcing thought. Not as punishment, as training. You're conditioning your nervous system the same way you condition muscles, through repeated, manageable resistance. The real upgrade. The goal of life isn't maximum comfort, it's maximum capability. Because comfort without capability creates anxiety, but capability creates calm, even when comfort disappears. The strongest systems aren't the most protected, they're the most practiced. If you want more clear, visual breakdowns of the hidden trade-offs of modern life, subscribe. We turn complex systems into tools you can actually use.